Ivor the Engine, Chapter 1. Not so very long ago, in the top left-hand corner of Wales, there was a railway. It wasn't a very long railway, or was it an important railway, but it was called the Merioneth and Lantisilly Rail Traction Company Limited, and it was all there was. And in the shed, in a siding at the end of the railway, lived Ivor the Engine, the locomotive of the Merioneth and Lantisilly Rail Traction Company Limited. And mighty proud of it he was, too, the little engine. Now, in the morning, Jones the engine driver would come down over the hill. "Morning, Ivor. Jumping cold this morning." And Jones would light up Ivor's fire, fill his coal box, and when the boiler began to boil, Jones would make a pot of tea from the boiler tap. And he would sit on the step of the engine and drink his cup of tea. Then Jones would open the regulator, and out they would trundle, out of the shed and out into the bright morning air. Jumping cold it was, too, that morning, but as bright as a pin, and Ivor felt glad to be alive and steaming because little railway engines love the cold weather. Down to the signal box. There was trouble. The signal was set against them and they couldn't go past. "Here's a how do you do," said Jones. "Owen's not awake yet. Give him a little whistle, Ivor." Beep. Owen jumped out of bed. "Is it early you are, Jones, this theme?" "No, it's late you are, Owen, the signal. Pull your little lever back. We've got work to do." So Owen pulled his lever. And up in the hill into Lantisilly Station. There was Dye Station waiting for them. "Morning, Jones." "Morning, Ivor." "Morning, Dye. What do you got for us this morning?" There's a truckload of coal for Tanny Gulch. And this parcel of fish for Mrs. Thomas at Grumbley, if you wouldn't mind," answered Dye. "I know. I'll take it in with Ivor." "Oh, I wouldn't do it. She wants it fresh, not fried." "All right, then I'll put it up on the coal, so she can have it black." Dye coupled the truck. "Right away then, Jones." "See you later, Dye." And off they went, up the hill, out of Lantisilly Station. That was Ivor's favourite run up to Tanny Gulch. He loved to look down at the valley and see the trees, and the stone walls, and the horses, and the big wheel of the pit spinning, and the little horses all huddled together in the village with the smoke coming straight out of the chimney, and the sheep on the hills, and far away, bright in the morning sun, he could see the sea. Over the viaduct they went, and down into Tanny Gulch. Jones uncoupled the trunk, and then he and Claude, the station master of Tanny Gulch, sat in the grass and ate their sandwiches. "You know, Claude," said Jones, "I've been thinking. It must be a good life, in quite sort of way, being a railway engine. Oh, look at Ivor there. Not a care in the world. No worries, no troubles. Doesn't want anything except a good fire and a tank full of water, and never so happy when he's got a good load to pull. No, I've never seen such a happy engine. I'd change with him any day. Well, we better be off. Beep, beep. And off they went to Grumbley, down past Mrs. Figgins's zappery shop, and the Working Men's Club, and past Jenkins the builder, the decorator, where the ladders lean on the house. Beep! And into the tunnel, the dark, damp, smelling tunnel on the way to Grumbley. It was late in the afternoon when they got to Grumbley. Jones left Ivor on the siding above the town and took Mrs. Thomas her fish. Her parcel of fish. It wasn't dirty except the paper, so it didn't matter. Ivor stood there on the siding in the quiet summer evening. There was nobody about much, and Ivor felt quite tired and drowsy. Then he heard singing. Oh, it was lovely singing. It was the choral society, the choir practicing in the congregational hall. It seemed to Ivor as though the hills and the valleys and the streams and the trees and the gasworks were all singing together, and singing their praises to the golden evening sun. And Ivor listened until they had finished. And then he stood very still in silence, remembering what he had heard. "You asleep, Ivor?" asked Jones to Steam. "Well, tired you are, I dare say. We'll be off home now." Beep. Shh. And all the way home, Ivor remembered the singing, and he wished, oh, how he wished he could sing with them. And that night he went to bed very sad. Shh.